But this is that time of the day when we will concentrate on things beyond stocks, your personal finance. And joining us as our expert today is Harsh Roongta of apnapaisa.com. The topic is home loans. Mr. Roongta, home loan interest rates have softened a bit and are likely to reduce further, we understand. But in most cases, or in several cases at least, the benefit of reduction is available first and sometimes only for new consumers. How can existing home loan customers get the benefit of such reductions?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is the same old story. I mean, we have had the base rate mechanism that was ushered in by the RBI about 3 years ago, and that was supposed to take care of this discrimination between new and existing consumers, but that hasn't really worked. What has worked, though, is the fact that both RBI, which governs the banks, and National Housing Bank, which governs the housing finance companies, they have banned prepayment charges on floating rate loans. So at least if you're an aware consumer, you know what rate you're paying and you're aware that your bank or your housing finance company is giving lower rates to its new consumers, then at least if you threaten to switch or go over to another lender, the chances are that your existing lender itself will drop the rate for you, or you could get a much better rate in the market. So I think the good thing that's happened over the last year is that at least aware consumers are able to benefit from the fact that there are no prepayment charges. So I think that's a very positive development that's happened, but you still need to be aware that you're being overcharged. And second, you need to be a good consumer. If you have not paid on time, the new lender is not going to give you the loan.
Oh yes, of course. The lenders call the tune very well on these occasions, don't they? We'll take a break. There are a lot of viewers lined up with questions. We're back in a minute.
Hi, welcome back. You're still watching Markets and Macros. Just a quick word on the index. Okay, nothing great to update you about. It's still 6012. We are chatting with our personal finance guest, Harsh Roongta, and we're talking about home loan interest rates. Now, interest rates in general are softening a bit. So what do you do with your home loan? Harsh, before we get our caller on board, I just wanted to check with you. There's some news that, State Bank of India has waived off the guarantor for shifting of home loans. Can you just throw some light on that?
Well, guarantors are a person who will make sure that if the main borrower does not pay, the guarantor will pay. Now, guarantors were never regulatorily necessary. This is something that is required for credit enhancement. That is, the bank feels more comfortable in a particular case. So if State Bank has taken this decision, and I'm not...
No, I think, Mr. Roongta, let me just apprise you that this is only in the case of a shifting of a loan. The loan is getting shifted either from another bank or from another scheme. In the interregnum, they want it to be guaranteed till the papers come to them.
Right.
So it's something, I think, to attract people to shift their loans to State Bank.
To increase the retail base, perhaps.
So I think this was, see, shifting of a loan is slightly administratively cumbersome, and clearly, despite the great rates that SBI offers to new customers, they were not able to do shifting because of this kind of a requirement. And having realized it, I think they have decided to waive it. Because that's the only way those transactions will happen. Otherwise, those transactions will not happen, despite them making so much sense.
Okay, so let's get a caller on board and address their query. We have a Shyam Bhandari who calls in from Raipur. Hi, Shyam.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your question?
My question is a little lengthy. I've purchased an apartment which is under construction, and the total cost of the flat works out to be around 30 lakhs. For which I have already made a down payment of 8.5 lakhs, but for remaining 21.5 lakhs, I have taken a loan, for which I have entered into a tripartite agreement with the banks and the builder.
Okay.
Now, as per the agreement, I was supposed to make the payments to the builder as and when he completes the work. But now bank has released entire 21.5 lakhs. And when I asked the bank as to how they could have, released so much of amount, when the rule and the agreement mentions that only when the construction is over, I need to pay the amount.
Okay.
So after speaking to the builder, he has apologized, and he has given me an option to refund the extra amount which he has withdrawn from the bank. And he has given me an option of interest payment of 7.75, which is equivalent to the bank FD.
Okay.
For 45 days.
So,
now,
yeah, go ahead.
So my query is, what should I do? Like, should I take back the cash from the builder, or I should accept interest payment of 7.75 from the builder?
Okay. Harsh, what do you think he should do at this level, at this juncture?
So clearly, Sham, I think it is the bank that has not done its duty. They had no business releasing this, and any loss you suffer, you paying an interest rate to the bank. There is no earthly reason for you to accept an interest rate that is less than that. I mean, this is all, you just tell the builder, please give me back the money. Or you put pressure on the bank, file a written complaint with the bank, and the bank will ensure that the builder gives you that interest. Because it was bank who has not fulfilled its responsibility. Make sure you file a written complaint. If they don't respond, or if the builder does not respond to the pressure from the bank, just pile on the pressure by filing a complaint with the nodal officer of the bank. 100% you can be sure that the bank will put pressure on the builder to completely compensate you for 10.25. This 7.75 business is pure bunkum. Is just testing how far you will take the complaint. Please file a written complaint. You will 100% get relief.
Actually, you could even throw in the word ombudsman when you are talking to the bank.
Definitely.
And usually it works, especially when the bank is quite clearly in the wrong as...
the three magic words, banking, ombudsman. Yes.
Okay. All right. Harsh, thanks a lot for that. Shyam, you should really take it up and not adjust for the 7.75 interest when what you pay the bank is, well north of 10%. Take a break on that note. We'll come back and perhaps give you a little more on that bike that is being launched. Sonia will talk about it from Bajaj Auto. And also Goldman Sachs, we were telling you about this 7,000 target they have for the index. Maybe more on that.